Hey everyone, it's Ryan. Today I want to show you how to make a cantilever beam on Latex. So you might see that the wall is a bit weird on Overleaf, but don't worry. When you open it up as a PDF, it looks completely fine. So the first thing I want to do is use the Circuitikz package and use the patterns library. Now, the first thing I did was I made my wall, and to do that I filled this rectangle with the pattern northeast lines. So this coordinate here is the bottom left corner of my rectangle, and this coordinate is my top right corner of my rectangle. And this line of code here draws a vertical line on the right of my wall. So this is what it looks like. Next, we want to make the beam. And to do that, I drew a rectangle, but this time I filled it with gray. And this exclamation mark 40 is basically a gray that's 40% as light as the gray is when you don't have the number. Okay, and this is what it looks like. And you can actually just leave it here if you want to. But I wanted to label some dimensions and write some code for that. So the first thing I did was I labeled the length of my beam. And to do that, I used a left to right arrow with a line at the end. And I put a node at the middle and below that arrow. And I labeled it L. And we can see that it looks like this. I also wanted to include a moment. And to do that, I made an arc. And again, put a node in the middle and right of this arc and labeling it M. And of course, you can label these whatever you want. This is just my preference. For the force, I drew a vertical line or a vertical arrow and labeled it F to the middle and right of this arrow. And lastly, for the cross section, I drew two dashed lines and then I filled the rectangle with gray. And lastly, I labeled the dimensions of the cross section. Okay, that's it for this video. I'm going to post this code in the description box. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and stay safe.